Hello, everyone. Welcome to another iCan Media podcast coming to you from the Global Petroleum Show in Calgary. As we've mentioned to you over the last couple of days, there are a lot of new innovations on display here at the GPS, and we're going to get a chance to talk to one of the people now who has brought a product here and tried to promote it and see what sort of feedback you can get. Charlene, Beckie, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
You are with the company Clem Geo-Energy.
That's right.
You're not with that company, it is your company.
It is my company. I am the president and CEO.
So tell us what you do.
We are a young wind farm development company. We are currently focusing on Alberta, looking at developing approximately 170 megawatts of wind farm in central and southern Alberta.
So how does that play into a petroleum conference?
You know, I thought we would have to sell this concept at the Petroleum Conference, but there has been so much local support for this type of work. So it's been really wonderful. A lot of great contacts here at the Petroleum Show.
So how does your product then, how would it tie in with the petroleum industry?
So there are a few different ways. I mean, the wind farms have already been established in Alberta, but there is a new interest because we currently have support from all levels of government for this type of work, and there will be feedback from the government. We'll be getting subsidies, and they're looking at all of these new projects in development. We're looking at putting together this project and making it feasible by the end of the year 2018. So it's really, really exciting. There's a lot of momentum around it.
So is it the type of thing, because there's one project that was on display here or talked about anyway, where they're using solar panels out at a well site. Would your wind turbines in essence replace the solar panels at some places, like just do that same job?
Well, no, not necessarily. We're actually looking at replacing some of the energy that's going to be lost at the closure of the coal-fired power plants. So they're looking at closing down approximately 5,600 megawatts of energy in Alberta, and we're looking at somehow piecemealing that and putting together some solutions that will help those communities to make power or have power available to them. So it's a really, really interesting time.
So you had a chance to get up and make a pitch about your company and your proposal. So what did you tell the people in attendance at your seminar?
Well, exactly what I've told you here, and there's been a lot of really positive response. They, they're really supportive of these types of ventures, and just our timing is absolutely perfect.
Well, the timing is right. I mean, the energy industry itself has to clean up its reputation a little bit. The governments of today, both federal and provincial, seem to support alternative energies now too, don't they?
Yes, that's right, and they're structuring in a lot of their plans work with the provincial governments, and actually at the municipal level there is some support too for clean energy and these types of initiatives.
So I guess what I want to know is what it is exactly that your company is going to do when it comes to trying to, I guess, solve the energy issue once coal's gone, or before that happens as well.
Well, we're participating in this phase one of the project, looking at the 170 megawatts of energy input into the system. Plus, we're looking at growth strategies. So once we start making a profit within Alberta, we're looking at growth within Alberta, looking at some other ideas. We have so many projects on the go that we just need a really good place to start and some great investors.
And that's what you're looking for here, obviously.
Well, yes, that's part of it. Plus, some of the connections that we've made have helped to fill in some of the holes of where we need to go in this phase one. So there's people looking at the carbon tax credit balancing, and I'm going to be talking to some of those people. There's other people looking at how to invest and the best way to invest in these types of industries. So it's been wonderful, yeah.
So do you picture Alberta then, the landscape dotted with windmills and turbines and that sort of thing?
Well, we're taking a bit of a different strategy, and we're looking at a smaller land footprint and looking at the larger turbines that can output the energy. Over time, they do make a better profit, so we're looking at some of those strategies, and it's one way to go. I would love to invest in solar as it becomes more economical. There are we actually spoke to a fellow from China yesterday they're looking at some new ideas on solar panels and how they can capture that energy and really make a go of it. So that's the problem with the solar industry, is it's not quite as lucrative as the wind energy at this point.
Charlene, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
We've been chatting with Charlene Beckie here on iCan Media.